When too much work bogs you down, Asana helps you handle it. AI makes it easy to hand off routine tasks and stay focused on important work. That's how work gets handled. Visit us at asana.com.
What's going on, traders? What's going on? Welcome back to another live stream. If you are new, my name is Zach. This is Real Deal Futures. Before we hop onto the charts, which we are already on, make sure you read what's on this screen. Trading is risky. Most traders lose money. I'm not a financial advisor. I'm just a regular idiot yapping on YouTube for entertainment purposes only. If you trade, you're probably going to lose all your money. Make sure you do your own research, make your own trading decisions. No financial advice, not a suggestion or recommendation to do anything of any kind. Also, read CFTC Rule 4.41 on simulated trading, which is what this is, even in funded prop firm accounts, and the affiliate and partnership disclaimer that says I stand to make money from links and codes in my content, like Top 1 Futures, code RDF, Bookmap, and others. You guys know I posted a little bit about it. Let's talk about giveaways. I don't know, man. You hang out on the stream, we might be doing an instant funded account giveaway later today. I don't know. You're going to have to wait here and hang out. All right, guys. We are about a minute away from the open. Apologies, man. I had a couple things going on with Bookmap, but I finally have ESM Bookmap over here loaded up on the right. Excuse me, ESNYM Bookmap over here loaded up on, is this the left-hand side? Loaded up on the left-hand side. Happy to get that set. If you guys want to check out Bookmap, links down below, all that fun stuff. But that was what was taking me a minute right before hopping on stream. But it's nice. Now you guys can view my chart. You can view exactly what I'm looking at on Bookmap. I like this. I like what we got going on here. What is up? What is up? Zach, when is the giveaway? Wolf says. Wolf, gonna have to hang out, man. Gonna have to hang out. You know, I went crazy last week. We had a little bit of a cool down on giveaways this week. But I don't know. The title says 50K instant funded account giveaways. I don't know. Maybe there's one today. Maybe not. Gonna have to hang out. Appreciate you guys hopping on. Good morning. Good morning. What's up, everybody? Trader Julie Kate, what's up? Good morning. Dwayne, what's up? Purple Ninja, what's up? Graphics are definitely a bit posh. I don't know if posh is good or bad, but shout out to my boys in the Middle East on Fiverr that made me these graphics. I appreciate you. We're working on it, right? I'm working to continue to improve my content, the stream, have everything look professional, everything look good, right? Make it easier for me and you while we're hanging out on here. We are opening up right now, right at VWAP here on YM, which we're going to talk about in a minute. Good morning. Good morning, Chuck. Ash, what's up? Ed, good morning. Wolf, again, with hella troll stuff. What's up, everybody? What is going on? What is going on? Now I get 2 entries for asking when the giveaway. Wolf, you get 2 entries because you're an OG, but not really. But you definitely don't get any extra entries for asking when the giveaway is. Please don't ask me 1,000 times when the giveaway is. Anybody. They're here, random days, random times on stream. Usually it's every day. And I'm going to be honest, guys. We're going to get back to some duck races. I've been missing the duck races. I know you have. I had to cool it a little bit. We can't be running duck races every dang day. We actually want to trade here. Right? All right. Let's take a look at these markets, man. We are here on, someone asked what chart I am. We are here on YM, the Dow Jones. Ooh, we're getting a little bit volatile right here off the open on Dow. This is the 15-minute chart. This is Project X. That's what we're looking at here. This is Top 1 Futures. That is the prop firm that I am trading with. And this is a Top 1 Futures live account. Technically a pre-live account. A $15,000 pre-live account if we want to be exact. If you want to trade with Top 1, the instant funded accounts are still 45% off. You can see that banner all over the place. Link is pinned in the chat. We'll talk about that in a little bit. But just to let you guys know what you're looking at here, Project X, Top 1 Futures, pre-live account, 15K. Let's see if we can keep the show rolling, man. I've been not only ending green, but daily payouts, able to take payouts. I've been taking payouts every day this week. It's crazy. But let's talk markets here. Let's talk markets. I'm fully focused on YM this morning. We are consolidating. It's not really the structure that I like to see. We have this kind of Dorito pattern forming. I used to trade with Top Step TV quite a bit. Dobie on there would whip out these Dorito sunglasses. I think they were had this Dorito flavored liquor one time. I saw content about. We kind of got this wedge forming, right? This is much higher time frame. We're looking at multiple days of data here. This is the 15-minute time frame, but we are consolidating, right? We're now starting to get tighter and tighter. Yesterday, uncommon situation where we didn't go up and sweep a prior day high or low. We got close down here, caught a beautiful long in here. Closed it out a little bit aggressive. Here's the case for holding my trades for damn near ever, but not all the way, right? Because we didn't go and crack prior day high, but could have got a little bit more out of that win yesterday. It was one and done here on YM trading the mini. But now we've got an inside day here, right? Looking at the daily. And obviously you can see this. Excuse me. Obviously you can see this on the daily chart here. We're getting kind of tight. Getting kind of tight here, not going up and sweeping prior day high and low. I think it would be very uncommon that we don't crack prior day high or low today. That statistic's got to be really uncommon where we go multiple days without touching prior day high or low. Can it happen? Sure. Anything can happen. Let's take a look here at ES as we get rid of an ad. What the hell, man? It's supposed to be ad-free. Take a quick look at ES on the daily. Like I said, I am fully focused. I didn't even update my my markup on ES. But just to get a feel, I know we were looking much more bullish here on ES. Now pushing to the upside, breaking above prior day high, multiple bars. Take a quick look at NQ for those of you that are locked into NQ. Divergence out of these as usual. NQ open up to the downside, YM open up to the upside, ES doing something. All of them living in their own world. But overall, we're maintaining very bullish structure on the higher time frames, right? It's going to be hard to argue that. On YM, again, living in its own world, not as much, right? Not continuing to push highs here. But looking at the daily chart, I think the most interesting thing that I wanted to note was that that inside type of move that we got. I don't have a pre-market trade running. I didn't have a pre-market trade set. As you guys know, I do set some limit orders on YM, run them into the open, run them through pre-market. Didn't want to take anything really tight in here, although you could see how this would have played out already back to VWAP. We swept we swept our overnight high here, Asia London high right there, came right back down into VWAP. So, you know, there's 50, 60 points up for grabs. Why wouldn't I run something like that? In order to have this be worth anything, I'd have to have a tight stop loss in between here. And I don't know that we don't come all the way up to prior day high, which is what I'm waiting for. Prior day high or low is really what I'm looking for here on YM. To the downside, we got our overnight low level here. Asia London low level here. Same thing, right? I don't want to get involved here. I took it pretty aggressively yesterday. I don't want to get involved right here, right? I don't want to stop loss just outside this level. I want to be looking to potentially get involved all the way down here or all the way up here for a reversion play. So going to sit patient here on YM. Not anything exciting for me at all, right? We got some trading in this week. We took some W's. Very nice. Happy. Yay. Get to say we took some W's, took some payouts. Nothing to write home about. All small stuff. But now we're getting tighter and tighter here. I don't have a beautiful setup like we had on Tuesday here for a sweep of a level to come right back down in. Untested, really aggressive move here. This is not great. This is just not great overall for what I look for on YM. Does that mean I'm not going to trade? Does that mean I'm, right into the open, I'm not going to look for something? Of course not, right? We're going to wait for this to set up and potentially give us an entry. I could see, all right, starting to frame this. I could see something potentially long all the way down towards the 46,700s. The low end of all of these days, it would be, multiple days lows getting taken out for potential pop back in. It would depends on what it looks like coming down to this level, right? Obviously, a key level on the chart down here. If you were just a support and resistance for a market structure zone drawer, I think this would be pretty sweet for you. To the upside, I think something dipping way outside of here, above prior day high, maybe above this high from the 7th. 2 days ago into the high end of this zone. I'd have to see something come way outside of this. In here, in this area, this is a no-go for me, man. Not liking that at all. I think it would just be flipping a coin and saying, which direction are we going to go first, and hoping you don't get tagged out on the wrong side of this for YM. Again, ES and NQ looking much stronger out of the gate here. I think we could see a pullback on both of those just based on the structure that I'm looking at, but not really what I'm focused on here. YM has been working really well. I don't want to distract myself too much, and I'm going to stay really fully focused on YM here coming into the open and probably moving forward. I've been liking it, and even if I'm not liking it, my data shows that it's working well, so I try to just trust my data. Right? Something working, try to do more of that. Something not working, don't be super fast to change, but be cautious there. So far, choppy back and forth movement. We popped, we sold right back off. We've been back at VWAP. Now we're starting to form a little bit of a movement to the upside, back towards this overnight high level, which we swept, came back into VWAP, and now we're starting to push. Do we start to push to the upside? Maybe we do. I'm not looking for a continuation, and I'm going to be looking for a trade from the extreme, so I'm going to be waiting patient on that. A couple other notable mentions while we are watching this market start to move. If I zoom way out here on Bookmap, you guys should be able to see this over on the left-hand side. Yeah. If I zoom way out here on Bookmap, we got a standout level on YM today, which is not common at all. 47,250s, way up to the upside. Hundreds of points up there. But that's something that's been on the book for quite a while, since I've started Bookmap. And is not really common that we have something so prominent on the book. Do we go up there? Do we tag that? You know, do we fill those? It's way far away from price. It's really not something I take into consideration when I make a trading decision way down here. But if I'm using Bookmap and order flow, and you guys can see this on your own depth of market, if you have level 2 data, we got 251 all the way up at 47,250. That's a lot for Dow. That's a lot for Dow. That's way out here. Way out here, right? Boom. Right here. Right, so big standout level up here, man. If we started to push to the upside really aggressively, like I said, I'd be looking for something maybe outside of this area, way up here. If we got a big crack to the upside for some kind of reversion, I'd be cautious. I'd be paying attention to what happens. Those orders get pulled off the book up here. You know, are they just a bunch of BS? Do they actually hold? You know, what does it look like as we're moving towards it? Can take a quick look at ES Bookmap, because I know we've created a lot of ES traders. Kind of the same deal on ES. We got some orders 50, 60 points above on ES, you know, way outside of those highs. Outside of that, ES looking much thicker. It's just obviously a different view on Bookmap, but positive CVD out of the gate. Pretty strong movement. I think unless sellers really start to step in and buyers just don't have it today, we could see a little bit of a turn to the downside. Overall, very bullish market that we're dealing with here. So want to be cautious of trying to get too short too quick or short at all. But here on YM, if you guys have watched some of my trading so far, I'm very counter reversal, mean reversion style of trading on YM. That's kind of the overview. But appreciate you guys hopping on as always. Thanks for being here. See if we can't get some motion today. Trading in our top 1 futures live account. Morning, everybody. What chart are we using? We talked about that. Now, okay, we talked about that. What's up, bro? What's up, Trading Dream Team? What's up, Daniel? What's up, Dwayne? Has Pal had much to say? Well, let's take a look at news today. I know he was yapping this morning. What was he? Was he 8:30 or I think it was pre-market. Yeah, he was over an hour ago. They got some comments on it. He had something to say, but didn't really impact the markets. He was 8:30, so not too much out of a reaction on YM. Looks like we don't have anything scheduled today that is a notable mention here. We got some FOMC speakers talking today. Natural gas storage, 30-year bond auction, but nothing too crazy coming into today. Tomorrow, 10 a.m., they still have prelim consumer sentiment and inflation expectations set as a red folder. I don't know if they actually release that based on the government shutdown affecting everything. But let's take a look. Yeah, multiple sites have that listed for tomorrow. So looks like 10 a.m. tomorrow is the next news event. But yeah, we really haven't had much this week with the shutdown. Just kind of pushing everything back. Let's see. Yeah, ES dropping like a rock. ES dropping like a rock. I see that comment. Turned pretty damn aggressively to the downside. You can actually watch 2 charts because I got ES Bookmap over here. Yeah, ES taking a nosedive here. CVD dropping off. I'm going to keep Dow loaded up because, again, I want to stay focused on the one instrument that I'm trading. That's how I find I do best rather than trying to watch 47 things at one time. But if we do want to take a peek over on the side, we can run, ES Bookmap. I'm just not super duper comfortable on YM Bookmap yet. So while I'm paying attention to it and I wanted to have it loaded up and watching it with you guys, I like I talk about the tools that I use. I like to have a lot of experience on them, right? I like to be watching them for days and months and hopefully years through different market conditions and seasons and news events and no news events and volatility before I really am applying my discretion, my experience on them, my read of the tools to my decision making on the charts. And I'm cautious with that with YM. ES, I've been watching for a while, and I got to get a pretty good feel for its Bookmap, right? But YM is different. YM is similar US indice, right? Trading a futures contract, all that stuff is all the same, but ever so slightly different. But yeah, ES taking a nosedive here, pushing lower, maybe to the 90s, the 85s. I think that's what we could see. YM really not doing anything here. Just a really indecisive 15-minute candle. If I bring it down to the 1 minute, we can kind of see a little bit more what that looks like. Crack to the upside, pull right back down. Not a whole lot. Not a whole lot. I got a feeling we're going to pick a direction here, right? I got a feeling we're not going to stay within this wedge that I mapped out today. Again, not common at all. I'm gonna pull the stats up from Edgeful at a certain point, but not common that we don't go and tap and break prior day high or low, especially not again after another having two back-to-back inside days. But we are sitting here at yesterday's volume point of control, prior day volume point of control. This is not much. Sitting right here at VWAP. We're just kind of consolidating. Let's see which way we want to go and run. Check out price to the upside, price to the downside. So far, ES selling off. YM holding pretty strong. I don't have a setup from here. I'm not going to pick a direction and look to trade it. Pal got demoted to orange folder. Yeah, he did. He actually did. It was orange folder this morning. That's funny. It's funny. Are you using candlesticks? Yeah. I just zoom out a lot. Ed. These would be standard candlesticks. Over on the left-hand side, we got Bookmap. This is an order flow software giving us level 2 data. We can talk about that more if you need. But I just zoom out. I really... On YM, it moves really aggressively, right? And where ES just moves a lot slower, I feel like zooming in on the 1 minute, 5 minute just suits better. On NQ, I like to zoom out more if I'm trading NQ. YM, I definitely like to zoom out. But especially on a day like today, where I don't have anything from in here, so I want to keep my eyes on levels, right? This chart has almost no markup on it. As you can see, I have like nothing marked up on it. I've really been enjoying the absolute simplicity. Coming back to just doing really, really, really simple stuff and not having 1,000 lines or charts or zones or markup on my chart overlaying things. Volume profiles, VWAP, volume on the bottom. That's it. That's it. There's nothing else. There's literally all of those are volume tools. Technically, they're indicators. They're in the indicators tab. I think VWAP would be the biggest indicator out of all of them. But they're just volume tools. So it's price action, market structure, and volume. That's it. Order flow on the left-hand side. Yeah, man. If we start to break to the downside again, I wouldn't mind a really aggressive long. I wouldn't take it in here. I would not take it in here, although this is prior day's low and a key level to look at. If we started coming down really aggressively and I was going to go for a long play, it would have to be outside of these lows from 2 days ago, from the 6th, from the 7th, earlier this week. I would only look for something. I don't want to say that, but if we started to sell off aggressively now, right? Because it depends on what happens the rest of the day, the rest of the morning. I could look for something down here. Conversely, we push to the upside really aggressively straight off of VWAP here. I'm really not looking in here for a short. I just think this is just too tight of a range to work with. We're unlikely to stay right here. I think we are likely to move. If I'm looking for a reversion, back up or back down, I really got to take it from the extremes. So looking down towards the 46,700s, right? 690s, 680s. To the downside for a long, upside for a short. Definitely 47,000 even, but probably higher, probably even higher. We don't get that if we just chop here. There's no trade, right? I'm not a super scalper on the 15-second chart here. Not doing that. Yeah, but ES moving. ES moving, looked really strong up near the highs and then took a nosedive. Took a really aggressive nosedive. Looks like it's not continuing just yet. Pulling right back up. So this could be kind of choppy, man. We're kind of getting this choppy type of movement up here. Very choppy in the overnight session, very rangy on all of these. So we'll see, man. It's Thursday. We don't have to push anything too crazy. Wait patiently for a setup to come, right? Preserve capital when there ain't nothing setting up. Let's see. Appreciate you guys hopping on as always, man. As always. Colby, what's up on Kick? Which volume indicator is on the right? So I've got volume tools on my chart. This is volume profile visible range, VPVR. That's what we have on the right-hand side. These are fixed range volume profile fixed range. This is the drawing tool. This one's under the indicators tab. And then down here in the middle, we got VWAP, volume weighted average price. Down here on the bottom, it's the only other one that is really just the basic volume. So we're starting to get a push lower here. Starting to get a nice aggressive push lower here on Dow. Really turned to the downside here. I want to be able to watch this as we come lower. Nice. Starting to get some movement here. That pop right up to overnight high did play to the downside. Like I said, this is a short on another day. Not when prior day's high is way out here and we got a clear level to look at. But on another day, overnight high and overnight low, right down here, are in play off of the open for me. Ooh, yeah, we're getting some volume here. All right, let's see what we get. Let's see what we get here, guys. That's aggressive. Aggressive on all of these to the downside. Let's see what we get down here. Like I said, potential long play. I do like how we didn't come up above prior day high. We didn't come up above prior day high here. We're kind of just selling off. I like that structure for a move back up for that nice V-shaped recovery. For example, if we push directly to the upside and then came all the way down, I'm like, that looks like lights out, But here we are, just tapping prior day's low. I'm not looking to get involved here. On another day, even before prior day low, like yesterday, or right into prior day low, this could be a play. Not today. Need a much more aggressive push to the downside. Like I said, 46,700s, 46,680s, like down below these levels. First spot, I'd be looking for an aggressive long. But this is going to be aggressive. I might even pull out some micros on this one, guys. Just telling you where my head's going. Looking at this movement. This is aggressive, and yeah, man, I'm not going to dive in front of this yet. 46,700s, 46,700s getting hit here in Dow. I'm not going to dive in front of this just yet. Really aggressive long in play for me from right down here. I'm going to use my discretion on this just a little bit. I'm not going to dive in front of this. I think we could push lower. Really aggressive move to the downside. Ton of volume. Really nice push out of that. I wouldn't say an insane amount of volume, but I think we might be coming down another 100 points. I don't want it from right here, and I don't want a stop loss right in here. It's in play. It's a trade setup right off of this level for me, right? Sweep of prior days low and multiple other days low. We got a volume point of control over here. Decent level on the chart. I think we dip down further into this. If we pop right back up, I'm super zoomed out. But this is we're talking, you know, a couple hundred points. If we pop right back up, that's the trade setup. I'm foregoing it. I'm not going to jump in front of it just yet. I just wouldn't be happy watching this thing dump lower, taking an L in here. This is a big push to the downside right off the rip here. I'm going to wait for it. I'm still looking aggressively long. If we blast right back to VWAP, it's a no trade for me, right? It's not a miss trade because I have the opportunity to take it and I'm consciously not. But acknowledging what I'm looking at as we're watching this thing start to sell off, and I get ready for potential execution. Putting up a little fight here. Buyers putting up a little fight here. Taking a peek at ES Bookmap. Yeah, this could be it. Like this could be the play. Hammering into this support zone, man, that we've tested multiple times, putting lower highs into it. I did acknowledge that yesterday. I think we could come lower on this, and I'm not going to get involved here. It's just not a great setup for me. This is just not a beautiful setup for me. You know, stop loss, let's say at the max, at the absolute max, if I'm trading a mini, for me is going to be right in here. I like that play better. You know, I like that play better. That's kind of what I'm looking at here. Into this middle ground, right in here. Another 100 to 150 points lower. So I'm gonna wait on this, guys. This could be the play setting up. That might be it. Quick dip down lower, and then we're back up to this bullish rally. But I'm going to wait on this. I'm staying very zoomed out on the 15-minute. Obviously, I know this looks tiny here, guys, but I got to be able to see structure to the left. I don't need to see price action on the 15-minute. You know, super duper zoomed in. I can see it here. So just acknowledging that I got my chart hella zoomed out today because I think we're moving. Yeah, I'm not diving in front of this. That might be all we want to do. That might be all we want to do for YM. And we pop right back to VWAP, and that could generate a nice W. But I'm not diving in front of it just yet. We got some buyers stepping in, or trying to. Right, they're holding this level. Yeah, I'm gonna be a little more cautious on this. Let's see. We got some movement, though. We got some action, man. I wasn't sure. I thought we might just kind of chop in here. Again, guys, I'm looking long on this. I trade YM from a very mean reversion, you know, counter to the initial movement rather than continuation type of a lens, right? It's just the way that I view it, the way that my approach is set for it. I'm looking for a further push down, man. Now, we really dump farther, really much farther down. I'm I am now getting involved long in a day where we have sold off considerably. So there's something to be said about that. But this is a potential play. I was almost tempted to take it like on my personal live and not in this one, just to try it from down here. But I'm gonna wait on this. I just wouldn't be super happy if we sold off another 150 points and I had an opportunity to get long down there, maybe survive a 200-point sell-off from this point where I would be stopped out if I got long right here. And I'd rather just forego the win if we go pop from here. Yeah, here we go. Let's see. So now we got a nice crack right down below that level. Do we just sweep that and turn right back in? 10 a.m. 10 a.m. candle starting to print right now. Or do we sell off a little bit further? This is a little bit of decision-making time here. Like this might be the play, guys. This might be the play right here. That was the crack right, crack right below these lows, and this might be it. Like we might not sell off. If we do sell off, we might just dump. But I'm not going to take this one. I'm not going to take this one, right? There's specific structure, right, and price action, and maybe I don't do the best job of articulating it all the time. There's specific movement, right? The read of the market where I have to make those discretionary calls. Like yesterday, I got involved more aggressively, right? Just based on what was going on in the chart context. This one, I'm not gonna get involved right here, and I'm acknowledging that we could run right back to VWAP and then blast above the high and go and push towards back towards that area of high volume. The 46 900s, right? 46 950s. But I just don't like the trade location, and I don't like where my stop loss would have to be. So I'm gonna wait. Let's see what we get, chatty chat. Change this music up. There we go. Pushing a little bit lower here. Pushing a little bit lower. Can watch this a little bit closer. Let's see. Guys, we're talking about trading. Nice. Mill Dr. Rock, what's up? Why I'm dumping now. Pushing higher NQ. Come on, Friday. Sell off. Come to Papa. As in a day early. I have a few trades under 10 seconds. Will that make my trades voided? It depends. Ed, if you're still on here. So there's a minimum hold time rule for here we go, man. I'm kind of interested to see if we turn right back in on this. Yeah, I'm not going for it. I think we do pull back up. I just don't know if we do it from right down here. I'm not taking it though. I can take it. Yeah, so there's a minimum hold time rule on top one. But read the rule, right? Read the rule. If you have a large portion of your trades on top one futures coming from trades under 10 seconds, right? Both in quantity and in profit. When you go to request a withdrawal, that's going to be a problem. Let's say, just for conversation's sake, are 25% of your trades, quantity-wise, under 10 seconds, are 25% of your profits when you go to request a withdrawal under 10 seconds, over a quarter, that could be a problem, right? If it's one or two tiny trades that aren't worth a damn by way of, profit, it doesn't matter, right? Did you full port news 2 times and it's 2 of those trades, but it makes up 75% of your profit, right? That's a problem. That's a problem. So for the most part, not at all. right? For the most part, not at all. Not going to be an issue for most traders. Yeah, here's a little bit of the turn back in, chat. I'm still not looking at it. Nope. I want that bloodbath first. I want that gnarly push lower, and that was pretty gnarly, but not gnarly enough. That's my really technical read of the market. Gnarly or not gnarly, and bloodbath. Yeah, for the most part, not much to worry about. You know, if you are primarily a scalper, hyper scalper, super scalper, whatever it is, and you trade for under 10 seconds, most prop firms you're going to have an issue with. But definitely anybody with a minimum hold time rule. Let's see. I love my job. Nice. Trader Julie Kate, it sounds like you're having a good day right off the bat. In the new live account as well, in the new Top 1 Futures pre-live account. Very nice. 25,200 potential incoming in NQ if we start to get speedy. Should bounce around there. 25,200. Okay. Sit on the sidelines. Always tough for me. Well executed Z money. Yeah, man. I got to stay patient. When do you start trading YM? So to answer that question fully, I traded YM as the CFD in the Forex and CFD market when I was trading Forex and CFD prop firms years ago. And then I traded it quite a bit when I first came over to futures, NQ and YM. I have plenty of live trading sessions if you go way back to the beginning of my YouTube where I'm trading YM. But over the last, let's say, few weeks to months, I've really been back to watching YM a lot. It came from a couple different reasons, but the long story short is it's paid me exponentially better results, win rate, risk to reward, everything than ES has off of the open, right? And I love ES. I like trading it. I really like the way that it moves. I'm not going to come off of it completely, but I have to acknowledge when I'm putting a ton of profit in my personal live account, and then I'm putting profit into instant funded accounts and getting moved to a live account, and then I'm trading ES, and I'm losing a set of accounts, right? I gotta look at the data to a degree. So I'm not done on ES for sure. I'll definitely be back and forth on it, but I'm just gonna try to capitalize when YM is doing its thing and it's in agreement with me and my approach. I happen to be reading it well. Whatever combinations comes together to create that that magic formula of quite a few wins. So yeah, that's the thought process. But quite a bit of experience on Dow. I started with the most experience on Dow. It was the first US indice that I was trading as US 30. This looks like the sweep back in. That makes sense. Thanks. No problem. Good morning, everybody. Let's hit the like button. Thanks, Ed. I've had a few under 10 seconds, and I'm on my 6th payout. Damn. Yeah. 50% of the trades cannot be under 10 seconds. 50% of your profit cannot be under 10 seconds. Yep. We talked about that. Yep. Yeah, guys, smash the like button. Listen, you know what comes if we got a giveaway running, right? You know what comes next if we're going to run a giveaway. That like button got to get smashed, right? Let's go ahead and throw that in the chat. We might be running one today. I don't like teasing you guys. We might be running one today. But if you want a chance to drop that giveaway form, we're going to have to run the likes up. We got 13. Oh, there we go. We got 20, 16. Going to have to run those likes up. So again, guys, I stayed cautious. I stayed out of this, right? Here's a potential. This was valid, right? This was technically valid. I have some guardrails where, like, if I took a long in here for some reason, I did something horribly wrong. Like that wouldn't make any sense. I would have to step back and go, what the hell were you thinking? How do you justify that? Sweep a prior day low on the way down. Bullish market overall. This is in play. This level right down here, like I talked about, I called this out multiple times. I said the 47. You go back and quote me. I said 47 even to 46. 680s, right? 690s, 680s, right? We got some nice buyers stepping in there. That's valid. It's valid for me to be in a long right now, right in here. I'm not taking it for two reasons. Number one, This is aggressive pushing, it just higher time frame market structure and price action. We've got aggressive pushes into a support zone. We're putting multiple lower highs and hammering against a support, supply, demand, order block, whatever you want to call a stupid line on your chart based on, market structure. The more that happens, the more a zone is tested, the less it is respected. They tend to break. If we just keep smashing into it, eventually sellers are going to take this thing lower, right? Now, do we just sweep it like we did today and then it's off to all-time highs? Maybe, right? Reason number 2, this was an aggressive push lower, man. This was a very fast move lower. I do get involved counter to the aggressive push lower, but this was pretty damn aggressive. The feel there was that might not be done. Reason number 3, and more importantly, we got another level I'm eyeballing down here, right? Into this area of high volume, really zoomed out, right? Into the deep end of this price action market structure. Not just the top end, right? Where we've rejected from so many dang times. Today, I could see this thing coming lower. I really could. And that means I would want to be long in here. And I don't want to get long right here with a stop loss right here, right? That's not the way that I trade YM. So if this pushes right back up, I can say, overall, right? Overall approach, YM still playing nice with it. My personal discretion and execution today would not have served me well, right? We did not indeed push lower. A stop loss a little bit lower below this area would have paid nicely for a push right back up to VWAP. So, I think I've articulated this as much as I possibly can. What I'm looking for, potentially waiting for, where I have a valid entry, right? Where if I get long here and I take an L, I say good loss, right? We're okay. But applying some discretion to not take that, to wait for a further push lower, better entry point, better risk management, invalidation point, and the risk there is that you miss out on capitalizing on a market movement back up to the upside. Right? It's this game of if-then statements, and where you feel putting risk on in the market is worthwhile, right? Where you feel you have the best chance for a positive EV. And right in here, maybe it plays today, but just not as clean. Not as clean. Not as clean as something like this. That was beautiful. The exit was absolutely god-awful. But that happens. So let's see. See if we pop right back up on this. Good morning, Trader Crew. Try to hit the like button before I open. Nice. Morning. Better late than never. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Appreciate everybody hopping on. Before anybody asks about a giveaway, we didn't run one yet. We haven't run one yet this week, which is very uncommon. I think there's a pretty good chance that we run one today. As you guys know, it's random days, random times. I try not to tell you too much ahead of time, but it's in the title, so we'll see. No purchase necessary on the giveaways. I drop a form in the chat. I pin it. I let you guys know 1,000 times. I put a big graphic up. Everybody fills it out, then we run some duck races. That's how that works. Discord link. Let me throw that. Somebody asked for the Discord link. Let's throw it in here. Here is the 100% free trading Discord. I have a Discord with over 2,000 members in it. Hella active. It's awesome. I've done giveaways just in there. I've been incentivizing everybody to share. We're going to keep doing more giveaways in there too. But 100% free trading Discord. I don't have a course. I don't have a mentorship. I don't have a VIP. I don't have any paid secret program where I manage your crypto and I can give you 200,000% returns. None of that shit. Okay? Excuse my language. Just free live trading, free community, free sauce. Right? Whether or not it's good, whether or not it's helpful, that's up for you. But luckily, it's a low investment. Low investment. Free 99 here every dang day, 9:15 a.m. Eastern. Live on YouTube, Kick, and X. Free community. You could hop on IG and X if you're not also. I'm posting way more on Instagram. Going to Chicago this weekend, running a marathon, and I was making some jokes, but I'm genuinely going to try to go to the Financial District and go to the Chicago Board of Trade and the Chicago Mercantile Exchange. I think you could tour CBOT and you can't tour the CME. But I think that'd be really cool as a futures trader to get to go out there and see that. I'm going to ask where NQ's office is and who I talked to get my money back. Do we need to be in Discord for the giveaway? BMO Trading, I run giveaways here on the live stream, just on the live stream. I run giveaways in the Discord, just on the Discord. I run giveaways just on Twitter, just on IG. So if you want the best chance to be for all of them, you hop in there. Do you have to for this one that may or may not be today? I don't think so. Hopefully that answers the question. Zach, are some markets open? Are some markets open before others when it comes to the NY session? I've heard that something actually opens at 8 a.m. and something else at 8:30 a.m. I'm not sure exactly what you're asking. Futures trade 24, well, technically not, like 23/5, right? Actually, they trade 24/5, so we're able to be involved 24/5. But there are different sessions, right? Different markets that open. The NYSE session, right? The U.S. market session is from 9:30 a.m. to 4 p.m. Eastern. There's, a whole bunch of trading that you can do in the futures market, in the stock market, in Forex outside of that time frame. A whole bunch of other markets. You can trade during London session, Asian session, all that fun stuff. But that's what we talk about when we talk about pre-market, right? Asia session, London session, overnight session, right? This is my second week of trading futures. Damn. Whew. Welcome to the show, brother. Welcome to the show, Ed. Let me give you my 2 cents. Good morning, everybody. Rich, what's up? My Discord name is Real Deal Zach. The Discord's Real Deal Futures. It's all the same. Real Deal Zach, Real Deal Futures. Let me give you my 2 cents here for 2 weeks in, trader. I would keep it on demo. I heard you asking about 10 seconds, man. I would keep it on demo till you got something that starts to work. You said trading futures, so maybe you've been trading for 10 years. I don't know. But I would keep it on demo until you got something that starts to work. And then I would go to potentially a prop firm or a live account with, but probably a prop firm, with the lowest amount of risk that you possibly can. Then lose money there and then start to gain some consistency. I wish somebody grabbed me by the shirt when I was trading. It's almost embarrassing. I joke about it, but it's true. I was trading like 5-figure live accounts, multiple of them, like way early on when I had no consistency, no sense of profitability, no nothing, and I was losing money. It wasn't losing 5 figures at a clip, but I'd be losing hundreds of dollars a day of live money, and it was just completely unnecessary. It's completely unnecessary. I avoided having to transition from demo to live or worry about prop firms in between because I started on live. But the capital expenditure, the tuition that I paid was just, unnecessary. And most traders do that. Most traders get involved too quickly. They think they get things figured out very quickly. They want to make money. They look at the upside. Maybe you're well funded when you find trading. Not everybody is, but maybe you're in a spot where you have money and you just pay more than you need to. There's a tuition. There's a tuition to be paid in trading. I am a believer of that. But you get to set that to a degree. So keep risk low, man. If you're 2 weeks in, you have a long road ahead of you. Even if you're 2 weeks in just to futures and you've been trading other markets. I don't know anybody that makes it in this game and starts to actually turn a profit in the first couple of years. When you compare yourself against traders that have, that are showing profitability, they're showing big profits, they're showing consistent profits, most of them are well past the 4 or 5 year mark, past that. So I think setting that realistic expectation early on can be helpful. This is a long game. It's like any other profession, a sport, a career that's extremely high paying, extremely competitive, and extremely difficult. You're not going to make it happen in a year or two. There's exceptions, very, very tiny exceptions to that, but for the most part, I think most traders, if they say, hey, I want to get to a point where I'm making some money, I'm able to be consistent, I'm able to trade live accounts, right? Not every day, not every week, not every month, but in the long run, I'm turning a profit. That's years down the road. That's not a couple months. That's not a year or 2 years. It's years. Look into that 3, 4, 5 year mark, right? The same way that you would with any career, right? You want to go do anything, right? Anything that's going to pay you well. You're probably not going to get that accomplished with no investment in 6 to 12 months. Most people are going to go to school, going to go to college for it. They're going to pay or trade school and then get started. And then you're an apprentice, right? You're shadowing people. You're an intern. You're certainly not at the C-suite level or even senior management level where you're making big money the first year or 2 years or 3 years. So same is true for trading. I think setting those expectations, it can sound ominous, it can sound like a downer, and I don't want it to be, right? You hop on IG at any given time or X and look at everybody's huge P&Ls and then, and the Lambos and the Rolexes if you want more motivation that way. I try to give the real stuff, right? So hope this helps. Paid a lot of money to learn. Now I'm trying to get capital. Same for me. Paid too much to learn. Yeah. Doesn't gold technically open at 820? I don't know. I technically don't know. Most people go into debt to get a degree, so I don't mind paying the money to learn the greatest skill in the world. Greatest skill in the world. I like that, man. That has a nice ring to it. Yeah, I did that, right? I went to school. I went to college, a state school, so it wasn't crazy. And I came from fairly humble beginnings, so, I got some help. But as far as like from the government, because my parents helped as much as they possibly could, and I love them to absolute death. But they were not in a financial situation to prevent me from racking up loans, which I did, tens of thousands of dollars in student loans. So, yeah, you think of it that way. But again, I think the expectation thing is so important because not only is it just you're doing yourself a disservice and you're disrespecting yourself and you're disrespecting trading as a whole, but it jacks you up, right? If you're just expecting it to be easy or to get done quickly, you can't handle the losses. You can't handle the time that it takes. You can't handle, you're constantly frustrated and pissed off and you're setting goals that don't make any sense, right? So, like I'm running a marathon this week. I talk about endurance training because I think it translates well, and it's just what's right in front of me. So I'll talk about whatever's right in front of me. When you go to train from a marathon, from not running at all, you don't set out every day to run 26.2 miles, right? You don't try to run a marathon every day. It would be unreasonable for you to do that. It would be unreasonable for you to expect that you'd be able to do that or hit your time goal, right? You have a small step in the right direction. You build for days and weeks and months by yourself, struggling, right? And learning. Same is true for trading, man. If you set out every day to just hit this crazy $10,000 windfall profit and start making money and prove to yourself that you can run a marathon, like you're never going to do that. You're just going to keep hurting yourself and run yourself into the ground. The same thing with training for endurance sports. If you pushed it that hard every single day and just tried to hit some huge goal, you're going to run yourself into the ground. You're going to hurt yourself. You're going to just fail. So a lot of traders do that. They're trying to run an ultra marathon every day and they've never run a 5K, right? Or they never walked 2 miles, like walk the 2 miles first, run the 5K over and over and over again first, then the 10K, then the half marathon, then the marathon, then the 50K, then the 50-mile race. Like stop going for the 100-mile ultra marathon right out of the gate. It doesn't work that way. And it doesn't make sense. It does not make sense to do. You wouldn't do that in any other sport or profession. So again, I think Stuff like that. The expectations keep traders down. They really keep traders down. So think about that. I think reflecting on that could be helpful. Guys, I'm tempted on this long. I'm zooming in and out and being twitchy with this screen because I can't see this structure over here unless I zoom really far out, and I didn't need to see this yesterday till we're all the way down here. So I apologize for this screen being so low, but this is genuinely how I'm trading. So I'm actually not going to apologize for it. This is just what I'm looking at today on the 15-minute. I'm tempted on a long. I don't know, man. If we start to melt, we really could completely melt on this. But I'm looking for a long a little bit lower, down into this high volume area here. Temporary volume point of control zoomed out, showing a couple weeks of data. This would be pretty nice. It'd allow me to get a stop loss way outside of this area, where if we came all the way across this, it would be a huge move to the downside out of the day. But here we go, still putting lows in. So I'm happy I didn't get long right in here where I was potentially looking. Talked about waiting. But I am going to look long down in here. And like I said, I might even pull something with micros. I might even reduce risk a little bit on this one. If we just blast off from here, 700s, 680s weren't a bad play. But I'm waiting this out. The wait and see game. Yeah. What is your opinion on tipping waiters in restaurants? Tip them. Tip your servers, man. Tip them well. I don't know what that has to do with anything, but you're here all the time trading with Luhan, so I don't mind answering your random questions. Just for the record, I ignore most questions like that. I'll ignore dumb comments and random questions. But I'm assuming that's like a personality litmus test or something. But tip your waiters, man. I have family that works as servers, right? I've been in those positions myself. Do I think that when you have no service at all, and every time you go to pay now on the credit card machine, it automatically defaults to tipping somebody like 20 or 30%, like egregious amounts with no, like, we're not talking servers in restaurants or anything. No, I don't think that should be there. And I think it's super annoying. And at my last career as a manager, the owner, we had talked about it, right? We were not a service restaurant. We did quite a bit of little service things, but we had an option when we upgraded credit card company. Do you want to automatically like default to ask for a tip and stuff like that? And we said no, dude. If someone wants to tip us, they tip us. Automatically it says 20%, like and that button's highlighted. Like, nah, not that. But for service, for restaurants, for people that are doing something for you, for sure, absolutely. I like to tip people. I like to also tip people that don't have that button, that are randomly, that just help me out, that do something, that provides some info, or that, do something nice. But especially in your city, man, like, just not to look at it on the other side, but, if you have restaurants that you like going to, places that you like going to, take care of those people and they'll take care of you. You don't take care of anybody, they're not going to take care of you. That's how that business works. So. Yep. I don't know what that has to do with trading, but yeah. I like the number 46666. Why? Yeah, multiple sixes. I said a lot. Yeah. I'm looking for a little bit further down. Very good. What's up, guys? That's all thanks to COVID. We had to pick up food with no servers. It was never that way, and expanded to different industries now. Yeah, for sure. I don't know why I can't think of one, but like, I feel like anything I go and just buy, and like, it's not a service industry or like anything to do with it, it just automatically says like, do you want to tip 30%? And I'm like, what the fuck? Like, what? No, I don't want to. Y'all didn't do anything. Anyway. But yeah, man, I've worked plenty of shitty jobs. I have family that are, servers and bartenders. I empathize with it, and I just think it's different though. It's American culture, right? We've got people from all over the world here, so I know I know you guys in Europe and pretty much everywhere else don't know nothing about tipping 20, 30%. You know, you want to tip something nice, 40, 50%, something crazy, you know, even more than that. But it's baked into culture and I think the way that they're paid also. So still watching this, guys. We are off topic here completely. Off topic completely. And I don't like to do that, but it was someone that that's an OG here that asked. So for the record, I had people hop on here and ask me very dumb questions and make dumb comments, and I'll ignore that. But I'm still looking for a long here. I don't know. If we just pop back up, I got nothing. If we get another leg lower, I'm looking into the 500s for this. I'm not sold on a long from up here. It is 10:30 right now. We have our IB low, which I think is extremely likely to break unless we turn on a dime here. But I could go for a dip down and then a pull right back in. Long wick to the downside. So again, I'm going to run this really zoomed out because I'm looking at this relative to structure over here. I'm looking at this low from the second over here. I want to look at all this, you know, high time frame volume. And I don't really care so much about this 15-minute price action so much as I care about market structure. So I'm acknowledging that I'm very zoomed out today because I don't give I don't give anything about this. I want to see down here and left. So here we go. 650's trading out right now. Man, yeah, this is aggressive on all these. This is aggressive on all these. I think we get another push. But I do think we pop back up. I don't think we sell off all day. Obviously, I wouldn't be getting long. I'm going to look for that move back to VWAP or close to it. If I take a super aggressive entry, I don't need even to come back to VWAP. Let's see. Selling off a bit here, chat. Here we go. Still selling off. Happy I didn't get long where I was potentially looking before. Just taking a peek at ES Bookmap. Ooh, looking weak. Not a super negative CVD, but eating up orders to the downside, man. I kind of like this, guys. One more little push down. I like this. One more little leg down. I guess we're not caring about this up here today. Yeah, let's see what we get, guys. Again, I'm staying patient. I still might have something. But I'm staying patient. I'm waiting for this thing to continue lower. I'm happy that I'm not involved here, sitting in 75 points of drawdown. You know, we could turn at any point. We could absolutely sell off today. We could do whatever we want, right? We pretty much just never go backwards. Haven't seen that yet. Yeah, we were talking about COVID. We're not talking about COVID. We're talking about during COVID tipping. Sorry, my favorite. I'm asking because I'm currently doing a serving job and I find that wealthy people tip the least. Sorry for going off topic. Nah, it's all good, man. Like I said, you're here all the time, so I don't mind trying to give whatever info I can that's going to help you guys out. It's funny. Since you're answering questions, what are those white and gray lines in your chart? There's the troll comment. Passing time while we're waiting for setups. I hate those streams that have no personality because they're staring at the screen like Lenny Simpson at the Oscars. Laughing at Wolf's comment too. Yeah. Again, guys, like everybody runs their stuff differently, right? Everybody runs their communities differently, their streams differently. There's a lot of stuff out there that's just like, in my humble opinion, it's very entertaining, it's fun, but it's just like drama and negativity, and I feel like I'm watching like Keeping Up with the Kardashians or like Love Island. It's like this just manufactured like trading space drama. It's weird, you know. It's fun and entertaining, but then sometimes also it's not even that. It's like crazy scalping or just doing like insane stuff, full port and stuff, like just for fun. And we've had some fun, right? We were having fun with chat the other day when absolutely nothing was going on for Power Hour. But I do try to keep it trading related. I try to keep the conversations based around trading. Sometimes it's based around, like, we're talking about stuff like, you know, endurance sports and preparing and, you know, mindset and psychology and preparation that goes into that and how that relates to trading, right? But I do try to avoid, in general, just completely off topic. No, I can't even try to draw it back into trading conversation, right? There's a time and a place for that, and it's probably not on the live trading stream at NYSE Open. But, you know, that's just me and my style. Anyway, guys, we are hanging out, watching this market continue to sell off. I'm still looking long, but we're an hour into the stream. It's 10:30. I'm going to drop something in the chat here, guys. I'm going to drop something in the chat for you guys. Here's the goal for today. We got 40 people on the stream, 45, 46 people on the stream. We've got 200 people that have cycled on and off. We are going to run this bad boy up to 60 likes. I'm not going anywhere, but at 60 likes, we are running a giveaway for a Top 1 Futures 50K straight to funded pro account, a instant funded, straight to funded account. Top 1 Futures 50K straight to funded pro account at 60 likes. Go ahead, smash the like button, run it up. You guys don't have to do anything if you don't want to. Free means free. But that's what we got rolling. That's what we got rolling today. We do have a giveaway today, so everybody cannot ask. Market's still selling off. I'm still looking long. Still looking for a push a little bit lower. Like I said, 500s. Top end of the 46,500s. I'm getting long. That's what I'm looking at. Oh, hell yeah. ES fell off a cliff. Damn. Someone check on ES. Wow. Nice move. Yeah, Nasdaq coming down as well. Actually about to test the prior day point of control. Just taking a peek across the board. Yeah, a little bit more. I might be being greedy down here. This is a decent spot for it, but again, we've pushed so damn far down. If I'm gonna take it down here, I want to see it. I want to see it be a stupid aggressive push down. Got really close to that nice 600, 46 600s right in here. Temporary volume point of control. I wanted to see a little bit of a push through that. Getting a little bit of buying pressure here. Sorry, guys. Just locking in for a second, taking a look. I was just talking about the giveaway. We'll talk about that in a minute. This looks like it could be some buyer stepping in. This looks like it could be some buyer stepping in down here. We got some volume behind that crack to the upside. Let's see what we get down here, guys. Again, I'm eyeballing along. It's aggressive. I'd love to take it from like a really aggressive extreme with a wide stop loss and look for a move back towards VWAP. ES book map. ES gonna dump another 20 points? I mean, that might happen. Might happen. Yeah, guys, so we're running giveaway at 60 likes. Y'all got 48 so far. We're going to drop a giveaway form in the chat. No purchase necessary. Nope, that's the wrong one. It's going to be for a Top 1 Futures 50K straight to funded Sim Pro account. If you don't want to wait for a giveaway, if you don't want to hit the like button, if you don't want to fill a form out, you don't want any of that fun stuff, feel free to just head over to Top 1 Futures. The link is pinned in the chat. I will drop it in all the chats again right now. Code RDF gets you 45% off. Better than the standard 40% that you can get right now. Better than the email, the Discord, any of that fun stuff. Code RDF does it for you. There's the link. Remember, guys, I'm partnered. I'm affiliated. I stand to make money from Top 1. I can't be unbiased. So always do your own research. Make your own decisions, right? Just like everything else. You want to support me, support the channel, support yourself with the best deal. That's my preferred account, the instant funded account, right? That's what I use to work myself towards the live account that I'm trading right now. Technically, the Top 1 Futures pre-live account, a 15K pre-live account. But there you go, guys. 50 likes. Yeah, we're gonna run it. We get the form ready. I'm still trying not to get too distracted because I might get one more dip down here. Some buyers stepping in and look good for long. This feels like they're gonna try it from here. This is starting to feel like they're gonna try it from down here though. This feels like buyers are going to try it from down here. Just looking at risk to reward on something like this. Yeah, I'm good. I'm not feeling like pushing it. If I have exactly what I'm looking for happen, I'm jumping in. Outside of that, I'm not going to push anything here. Not going to push it. Need to see one more aggressive push lower, and I'm gonna dive in front of that. That's my play. All right, let me get this form ready. 51 likes, guys. Run it up. Giveaway at 60 likes. Put it again because y'all are talking today. If you're on Kick, you'll get the form. If you're on X, you gotta hop over here to YouTube. If you're hanging out watching on X and you want a chance to win a 50K straight to Sim Funded Pro account with no purchase necessary, just filling out a form, basic contact info. Hop on over to YouTube where I can actually read the chat and we're streaming live. Go ahead and get this set up real quick. Run a duck race on them. I know you guys missed the duck races. I know. I did. What are we gonna do here, chat? What are we doing here on YM? We're gonna start to find buyers, or are we selling farther off, man? Like I said, I was looking at the high end of these 500s, 46,500s for a really aggressive long on a down day here. I think we get that, and I'm not gonna chase it. If we don't get that, we pop back up. Cool. I'm concerned that I could just be completely wrong on this and we're just going to have a really gnarly down day. If that happens, I stand a much better chance of surviving that push lower with a better entry. But I'm watching this on the minis. Like I said earlier, I'm probably going to drop to micros. I'm probably going to cut this risk down. I need to run a wide stop, and I don't know that I'm going to be comfortable with it on minis. like I said, I'm gonna be a little bit more. I am a little bit more discretionary on trade management, right? And some of these I'm gonna start with a real wide stop loss, kind of that emergency stop loss, read price action, market structure, the time that it's taking to do whatever it's doing, and you know, look to manage it, look to close, look to do something with that stop loss. But that said, even on this today, I don't know that I want a larger risk trade. But let's see. Let's see. There we go. You guys ran it up. We got 60 likes. 61 likes. Look at that. As we are continuing to come lower, I'm going to have to watch Bookmap over on the left-hand side. It's giveaway time, guys. It is giveaway time. Here is the form in chat. I'm going to give you guys a strict 10 minutes. I'm replacing it with this pinned thing. Should be pinned in chat. Giveaway form is live in the chat. I'm going to give you guys a strict 10 minutes. Oh, what's up, Kick? We got a bunch of people on Kick. What's happening, y'all? Sorry. I was reading YouTube chat. Go ahead, get that one filled out if you want to. You don't have to do anything. We're giving away a 50K straight to funded Sim Pro account from Top 1 Futures. Remember, guys, I've been dealing with a lot of this. Do me a favor. Do me a solid. Don't fill the form out more than one time, okay? Don't spam it. Don't fill it out with, 47 different emails. They come directly from Top 1, okay? If you've won and I notice that you filled it out with a different one or you filled it out multiple times, I'm just going to ban you, and I'm going to do everything I can to make an example out of you. I had somebody that wouldn't stop with it. It was very persistent, and it really makes it so I don't want to do giveaways. But yeah, so just don't do that. Play nice if you don't mind. Fill it out one time. We're going to run giveaways all the time. But it is giveaway time. And while it's giveaway time, I'm still going to watch this market, man. I'm watching. It's actually cool because I got multiple screens on this streaming setup. I watched a little bit of a dip lower here. Little dip lower here. Is this going to be too much dip on my chip? This feels like we want to try it, man. I would have liked a nice push and then a crack right back up. Didn't give me the high end of the 500s. I don't know, man. I don't know about this chat. Form is pinned in the chat and it's right above you. There's the form again, guys. Pinned in the chat and right above you. You guys have 10 minutes to get this one filled out. You have to be on the stream to claim it as well. There's the other disclaimer. I've said it every single time that we've been doing giveaways. If you fill the form out and dip, or you fill the form out and you're not here to comment in the chat to claim it, you don't win. It goes to somebody else. That's going to indicate that you sent it to all of your friends that are not here, or you're a scammer and you used 47 fake names and you don't have one to comment. But it's giveaway time, guys. Go ahead, get the form filled out. Let's say 10:55. 10:55. We're shutting that off. We're going to run a duck race for a straight to funded Sim Pro account. No purchase necessary. Shout out Top 1 Futures. If you guys want to check out Top 1, their link is in the chat as well. Code RDF gets you the best deal. I am enjoying the benefits this week of the live account, man. Really cool. Really cool. I got nothing but good stuff to say. But as always, remember, I'm partnered, I'm affiliated, I'm biased, right? I can't be unbiased if I stand to make money. So make sure you do your own research, head to the site, decide if it's a good opportunity for you. Right? Important to do. Yeah, I'm sitting patient on this, guys. I'm still no trade. I think this might be, again, I was looking around this area. I think this might be the low end of this move. It certainly feels like we could try it from down here. I would have liked my entry 50 points lower at this point. So I'm just going to hang. I'm not dying on this structure for a trade. If I got something, I wanted it to be really, really, really ideal, and an aggressive dip lower right into the high 500s, 46,500s. This area would have been even more appetizing. It looks like we got some buyers stepping in, taking a little bit of a continuation to the upside here. Wouldn't be horrible. But I'm not sold on it, so I ain't jumping in. Not jumping in. We'll hang out. We'll run a giveaway. We'll have some fun. All right, we got responses rolling in, guys. I'm gonna give you guys another couple minutes. Try to prevent the scammers from getting their chance to spam the form. But it looks pretty good. Looks pretty good so far. Giveaway is rolling in a couple minutes here, guys. Form is pinned in the chat. Feel free to get it filled out. Let's see. We were talking about no, Bookmap is not no mobile for Bookmap. No. Started some interest in auction theory, volume profiles. Cool. Rhombus says, I entered to have fun in the duck race, but I don't want to win the account if I win. I won a couple weeks ago. Rhombus, man. That's a good man. That's a good man. Y'all are awesome. It's not the first person that's done that or said that. I appreciate you, man. Yeah, you're awesome. If we get to that point, you're gonna get the big shout out. Really hope to win. Thanks to RDF. Thanks for the stream and showing us that even pros stay flat. Yeah, 100%. Not forced to take a trade because of the YouTube pressure. Yeah, I talked about it, guys. I talked about this, right? You know, there's two ways to approach live trading here on YouTube, right? And I've done both. One is not trading. It's just, let me just scalp like crazy. Let me constantly take trades. Let me make sure I take 5 trades every single day because I'm live on YouTube, right? It doesn't usually go really well results-wise. It's fun, it's entertaining, but overall, the results aren't great. Maybe you're a super scalper, maybe you make it work, right? I don't want to speak for everybody. But I don't know a single consistently profitable trader. I don't know any trader that I look to that trades at the exact same time every single day, the exact same number of trades. It's just not how the market works, right? Even more so than that, and I talked about it this week, I don't have any accounts to play around in anymore, right? I'm not going to go open up random prop account evals, but this is a Top 1 Futures pre-live account, a 15K that I built a buffer, and I'm grateful to be in now with them. And then a personal live account, I prefer not to just lose things because I want to take random trades on YouTube. So I've had a lot of positivity around that. People talking about it. And I'm glad that you guys, feel that way. You're able to stay patient. You're able to hear somebody articulate these if-then statements and read what's on the chart for them and their approach. And sometimes stay flat, not take a trade, right? Like not force a trade. And I think that could be helpful because that's the reality, right? Setting good expectations. Is it realistic to think you're going to hop on the chart every single day and take 4 trades at the exact same time? Maybe. I have never seen an approach like that. Maybe, but I don't know anybody that does that. So, yeah, the live trading thing is tough, man. It's difficult. We want to trade, right? We want to put trades on. We don't want to just sit here and yap and not do anything. It's tough. It's tough to put an actual good trade on and consciously, honestly, think it's a good trade if you're just putting trades on every single day at the same time just because you're trading live, right? So I have no trade sessions. I have no trade days. And I find when I don't have them, when I just constantly force trades, I'm constantly putting trades on. I go a couple days with no trade and then I put a trash one on. I take losses. And I look back and I go, yeah, there wasn't a good trade there. You just wanted to trade. You wanted to make some money. You wanted to, do whatever you were doing in a prop account, in a live account. You wanted to hit some arbitrary goal and, you forced it. Good job. So, yeah, I appreciate that. All right, guys, we got a couple more minutes. If you wouldn't give it to me. Futures reversed, Zach. Did they? This didn't do too much just yet. We just put the low in on this 15-minute candle. We got some buyers stepping in here. Like I said, doesn't look bad. I got really close. Really close. This is 20, 30 points off of my area. Looks like buyers want to try it. Like I did say down here a couple times, but I don't know that we formed any really aggressive reversion just yet. We do have the first 15-minute candle that traded above prior bar high. That's saying something. Let's take a look at yeah, ES and NQ are trying it. They're trying to pull back. Trying to pull back up. Yeah, I think we do this and we kind of settle up here, which is why I wanted a long, but I don't know. I'm not comfortable trying this. It's just not my good setup. Not terrible. Right, not terrible, but right in here, man. Little bit deeper. I would have been front running it right here, and I'd be chasing it now. So close, but no setup for me right now. I'm gonna sit patient. Looks like we're gonna try it back towards VWAP from down here. Not a bad play if you want to try these long. I don't think at all, but not for me. Not for me. All right, guys. It's giveaway time. Last chance. Last chance. 60 seconds. Go ahead. Get the form filled out if you didn't already. If you spammed the form. No, I think it was actually one person that was doing it. It was one or two guys that were doing it. If you spam the form, you're going to have a bad time. You know, like that South Park episode? If you French fry when you're going to pizza pie, you're going to have a bad time. Like, yeah, you're going to have a bad time if you spam the form. All right, let's get this loaded up. We're going to go with YouTube usernames, or if you don't have a YouTube username, we're going with... How do some of you guys put NA for YouTube or Discord? Oh, maybe you were from Kick? Well, I don't know. Whatever. You got to be here to claim it, guys. Got to be on some live stream to claim it. That's part of it. But we're going to go YouTube usernames today. Boom, boom, boom. All right, let's see. Pretty good odds for you guys today. Pretty good odds. This isn't crazy. We don't have a crazy amount of responses. Not bad. Not bad. Guys, last chance. I'm shutting the form off right now, and then the people can say, wait, I missed the form. Wait, I missed the form. I went over the 10 minutes already. All right. Chat. Chatty chat. We are done on the form. Duck races, man. Get the ducks loaded up. Let's get these ducks loaded up. Appreciate you guys for participating, for filling out the form. Let's get ready to run a duck race as, yeah, these markets are looking like they want to make the run for it. getting a little bit of a push out of this. Again, I'm not sold. Just before we run the duck races, because I'll probably wrap it up after that. That's really what I was looking for. I'll move into that level, right? Maybe even down here if we had a crazy aggressive move, but somewhere into here. The high 500s, 46,500s. If we pull all the way back up and then push lower, obviously I missed the push back up. That's not going to be a trade. If we don't go too much higher here and we get one more crack lower and then come right back in, I'm going to look to long it. Just so you guys know what I'm looking for into the afternoon. But I didn't love this. Didn't love this. Getting involved right at 46,700. I'd still be in drawdown. I wouldn't have taken an L. Didn't even push 100 points below that. But I'm just gonna sit on this one. I'm not feeling the need to do anything too crazy. I don't love the structure, so no beautiful setup, no trade. All right, chat. Chatty, chat. It's time for the ducks. Time for the duck race. Let's see what this looks like, because I got a little... This is going to look different. Hold on. If I do this, does it completely jack it up? No! Whoa! Don't do that. That's not good. All right, guys. We're going to run it like this. It's kind of like half-assed with a whole bunch of different stuff on here. But let's go ahead and run it. This is for a straight to funded Sim Pro account from Top 1 Futures. Giveaways are back and rolling. If you don't win today, hop on tomorrow. There might be another giveaway coming for you guys tomorrow. I don't know. Who's to say? If you don't win and you want to check out Top 1 Futures, feel free. Check the link out in chat. I'm going to throw it in again right now before I run the race, because they are awesome and supporting the stream. There it is. One more time for you guys. Not that one. That one. 45% off instant funded accounts with Top 1 Futures. Code RDF. Let's run it. 2 minutes on the clock. The ducks are off. Good luck, everybody. Remember, you also have to be here on the stream, on some stream, to claim it. Whether you're on Kick X or YouTube, I'm going to look for you to claim it. Let's see. 2 minutes on the clock. I'll start announcing it when we get a little bit closer. It's a pretty tight pack today, man. It's a pretty tight pack. The front's looking pretty good. You guys can probably see your names in there. My face is also not blocking half the screen today, so that might be a benefit. Let's see, under a minute to go. Muhammad looking pretty strong. Alex down on the bottom. Edmonds down on the bottom looking pretty strong. Bags looking strong. Rich, NASDAQ, Synthic. That's a ridiculous name. Flicks. Edmonds in first, making the run for it. Early lead, though. You know, the breakout ducks don't always do too well. Chuck making a push for it. Joe Nolan. Wolf, I see you in there. Apps. Let's see. Something stop loss. Samuel up top, looking strong. Shepard. Alan Shepard looking very strong. RT. Samuel looking strong. Alex holding really strong down the bottom. 10 seconds to go. RT, Shepard, Alex. Who is the Batman duck making a run for it? Wick for stops. Rob down on the bottom looking really strong. Oh, I was close. Rob, you almost had it. Almost had it down on the bottom. All right. S. Wick for stops. Where are you at, my man? W's in the chat for S. Wick for stops. Where are you at? Claim it in the chat. Throw your W's in there. Throw your ducks. Throw something. Let me find where you're at on the form. Where you at, my man? Let me just in case you hopped on late. Hang on one second. There you are. Winner, chicken dinner. Throw the W's in the chat, man. We got a wiener on the stream today. W's in the chat. Wick for stops. My man, I will reach out to you. Let me make sure you put an email in here. I'll reach out to you after the stream. Top One Futures is going to give it straight to you in email, as long as you provided something good in there, which I'll double check with you. W's in the chat for my man who won this one. Remember, guys, if you didn't win today, there will be more. That won't be the last duck race that we run here. I know we took our foot off the gas a little bit because I went crazy last week. We gave away multiple on multiple days. We went wild. This is going to be the only one for today. See you guys in chat. It was fun. That was close. Always fun. Rob, yeah. Yeah, guys, I'm gonna go no trade on this one. I'm not sold on this pushback up. I'll try to call something out in Discord if I see something. You know what I'm looking for. I was looking long down here. Maybe if I was in an account that I just really needed to get a trade in, I'd be trying it long from down here. I don't think it's terrible, but I just don't like the risk structure. It's just not it for me today. But I'll keep you guys updated. If I do end up taking something, I'll try to call it out. As always, guys, remember, appreciate you being here. I'm live here every dang day, 9:15 a.m. Eastern. No purchase necessary, no VIP, no course, no nothing. You guys want to hop in the Discord? Link is in the chat. Link is in the description of the video. If you scroll down, you'll see links to everything. You want to check out Top One Futures. This deal is ending this week. I also threw this one up here, and I didn't get to talk about it. Bookmap, heavy bookmap discount. $147 for 3 months of Global Plus. That link is down below in the chat as well if you want to check it out. Also, hop in the main Discord. Link is in there. Anyway, guys, remember, I'm not a financial advisor. I don't provide financial advice. Nothing I say or do is suggestion or recommendation to do anything at all. Make sure you do your own research. Make your own trading decisions. Read CFTC Rule 4.41 on simulated trading, which is what this is, even in funded prop firm accounts. And the partnership and affiliate disclaimer that says I stand to make money from links and codes in my content like Top One Futures, code RDF, Bookmap, and others. Talk to you guys soon. See you tomorrow. Congrats to my man winning the duck race. No trade for me today. All green on the streams, green in the accounts this week. Taking payouts every dang day. We'll see if we can keep it rolling. We'll see what happens into the afternoon. We'll see. Day's not over yet. 11 a.m. Talk to you guys soon. Have a great rest of the day. Trade well.